Hey YouTube, what's going on? This is Donald, and today I'm going to show you a console that I haven't shown you yet, but it's one of the latest consoles that I've gotten. It's not my actual first, the PlayStation 2 was, but enough about the PlayStation 2. We're going to talk about the Xbox One. Now, this system is supposed to be a more advanced version of the Xbox 360, which I'll discuss next time. But for now, I'm just going to review the Xbox One, and my first thought is that it's huge, and it's heavy too. It's more heavier than the. It's kind of heavy as the PS3. On second thought, it's more heavier than the PS3. And it's more heavier than the PS4. Now, let's go into depth with this console. Sorry about the scratches. I've been carrying it around a lot because my parents are no longer living with each other, so... But enough about my parents. Let's talk about the system. Now anyway, here's the fan that goes to the console, the cooling fan. Don't block it. Be sure not to block it. And on the front, it's got a power button which is shaped like the Xbox logo. It looks shiny, like chrome, which is kind of cool. And it's a touch technology, which is pretty new. Same touch technology over here on the eject button, and as you can see, the tray doesn't come out. Instead, it's a front-loading console that utilizes obviously Blu-ray CDs, so it is a full-fledged computer similar to that of the 360, and it utilizes HDMI. And it's got a warning right here. I never peeled that. And I assume this might be the sync button to sync new controllers. Oh wait, it does feel like a button. And here's the USB port. And I don't know why they put it on the side when they could have just put it in the front. But anyway, here's the back of the console. It says Xbox One console. Sorry, it's upside down. It's got its serial number. Sorry about the glare. It's just bright out. Anyway, it says HDMI on there. Sorry, it's all scratched up. Anyway, now let's take a look at the back. It's got that Xbox logo on there. It's got a port for a modem. It's got a IR out, which I don't know what it's used for. And it's got that port for the camera, which I'll show you later. 2 USBs on the back, and an SPDIF slot, which I don't know what it's for. It's got HDMI in, which means you could, from SAT cable, and HDMI out to TV, and the port for the AC adapter, which has that Xbox logo there, which is kind of cool. So that does support the fact that this thing is actually a full-fledged computer. Oh, what's this? It's got that lock thing, a key of some sort, I'm not sure. But anyway, it's got the word Xbox on it. Enough about the console. Let's show you what's the features on the console about its controller. It's the same controller, same analogs, in the same place. They click same way as the 360s, except the controller's grip feels kind of comfortable. It's got the same A, B, X, Y buttons, just like the 360. Anyway, it's got the Xbox logo button on on the controller. Now, when it comes to turning off the console, if you press the button on the power button on the console itself, it puts it on sleep mode instead of off, like turned off. Which, when it comes to turning off the console, turning it off can be a real pain in the neck. I mean, in order for it to work, you have to press the button on the controller, hold the button down on the controller, and then, and then select console off. Turn off console, in order for the system right there to turn off. Even though the system will turn off, the power box will still run. So in order for it to stop running, you have to unplug it, then plug it back in. It'll run for 5 seconds and then shut itself off. It won't turn on the console, but it won't make the console turn on its own. It will just stay on for 5 seconds and then the light changes orange. Like changes from white to orange, indicating that it's turned off. Anyway, I'll show you what the power box looks like, but for now let's talk about the buttons. It's got a menu button, a share button, kind of similar to the PS4. And the reason this controller feels comfortable, it's got a D-pad, 2 analogs, X, Y, A, B, and the reason it feels comfortable is because it doesn't have that box thing in the middle under the controller. It's got a USB port, so that way you can charge the controller from the console. And it's got a battery compartment built into the console, and I gotta say the bumper buttons feel comfortable. Like you can just put your finger on there and it feels comfortable. Like it's your trigger button. It says Xbox on the cover. And it's got the front port where you can either attach a keyboard or a headset for this thing. And here's the batteries. Man, they're spring-loaded. Careful. It utilizes only 2 AA batteries, much like the Tiger handheld games. Anyway, moving on, I'm going to show you its camera. Now, I don't really use the camera often. I only use it whenever I'm connected to the internet, to Xbox Live. Ow, sorry about that. It's got a screw where you can screw it onto your TV, and it's adjustable. And it's got this square-shaped plug. And it says Xbox, and it's got the Xbox logo. It lights up whenever, indicating that it's on, and it looks shiny. There's a camera, lens. They're on the side instead of on the middle, which is kind of weird, but whatever. And it's also got a fan on the back, just to keep it air-cooled. Now I'll show you its HDMI cable. Hold on, it's tangled back. Here's its HDMI cable, and it's pretty long and elaborate. It's got a don't throw it in the bin symbol. And HDMI high speed. So they're high speed, higher definition cables. Here's the Oh, and I'm just going to let you know how, you're wondering how I got the Xbox One? Well, my dad got it for me for $500 when it first came out. And because I found the game that interested me for it, I got the system in that one game called Forza. You know what? I'll be right back. I'll show you what the game looks like. For now, just stare at the console. Just stare at the console now. and I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Sorry it took me long. Anyway, here's the Xbox One game. The cases are smaller. I got this silhouette of Forza Motorsport 5. Made by Top Gear and Microsoft Studios. And I forgot to mention this system is made by Microsoft. You know, the same company that made the Windows computers. And the funny thing about this case is that this disc is on this side instead of on this side. And on this side it's got instructions manual in here, and it's got that Xbox logo inside. And it says on the case Xbox One, and it's smaller than the 360's game cases. And this is my first game I got when I first got this system. It's a popular system today, but it's been 2 years since the system is out, and I mean it's been like 3 years since the system was released. And so far its price has dropped. So if you're the kind of person that wants to get this console, go ahead. Now I'm going to show you the headphones as soon as I untangle it. Hold on a sec. Sorry for the waiting. Just gotta get this thing out. Anyway, here's the headset. It's got a microphone, only one speaker on this side, and it's adjustable too, depending on what size head you have. No offense. But anyway, it's got a volume control on, it's got the same plug I showed you that fits in that outlet I showed you on the controller. It's got a mute button and a volume controller, the plus and the minus. And here's the power supply for the Xbox One. The 360's power box is roundish, but this one is like a square, like a rectangle. Even with its box, it ends with a small plug that looks like this. And you can unplug it from the box, which kind of looks similar to that of the 360's. And it's got the Xbox logo on the plug that goes to the port for the AC adapter, like I showed you before. Anyway, sorry, that was my stomach. Anyway, and there's the light that indicates that it's on and off, and it's not plugged in, so it's off. But it'll light up orange and indicating that it's off. And it's probably got a fan somewhere around here. It says Xbox on here. It's made in China. And it's made by Microsoft, and it's licensed by Microsoft. But anyway, maybe on my next video I'll review about this game someday. Sorry about the glare. In conclusion, the system is very popular and unique, and excuse me. Anyway, and the controller is much more comfortable. It's like the technology is getting better every year. It just gets better and better. But anyway, subscribe if you want to see more videos like this, and like the video because the Xbox One's so popular. And this is me signing off.